Hi. Well, hello. It's Miss Gina, and you're at Gina's Planet. And I thought we might read Newton and the Big Mess. And I am at County Kilkenny in front of the Kilkenny Castle. Take a look at that. It's such a big place. I'm sitting out on the grounds in front of the Kilkenny Castle. Used to be owned by the Butler family. So that's really cool. And we're going to read about Newton and the Big Mess by Rory Tiger, Little Tiger Press, London. Pitter patter plip plop. It's an automatopoeia. An automatopoeia is a sound that something makes. Like a flip flop might go flip flop, flip plop, 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 flip plop. So, pitter patter plip plop. It was raining. Look, Snappy, said Newton. Lots of big puddles to jump in. What fun. Let's go splish splashing. I'll get my coat and wellies, and then we'll be ready. Oh, look, he's got his alligator. Do you know what wellies are? We call wellies rain boots. Wellies. Newton found his raincoat and umbrella hanging by the door. Then he found one Wellington. That's strange, Snappy, he said. I'm sure I was wearing both boots last time I went splashing. Wherever can the other be? Where can the other one be? I don't know if he knows. He's lost his welly. Newton looked for his Wellington all over the house. He looked in the toy box. He looked under the bed. He even looked in the bed. But he couldn't find it anywhere. I know, said Newton. It must be in the cupboard under the stairs. Newton pulled open the cupboard door a little bit and peered inside. It was very dark. He saw a huge jumble of shapes. Don't be scared, Snappy, he said. I'll turn on the light. I think his alligator's name is Snappy. It's a good name for an alligator. Great name. Newton opened the door and gasped. Oh my, he said. Come on, Snappy, I'll go. I'm going to need your help. Newton wades into the clutter and started searching for his missing welly boot. He's got a bit of a mess. Newton searched deeper and deeper in the cupboard, flinging things over his shoulder as he went. Bap! Wee! Bonk! Oh, pong! A smelly sock! Wee! Splat! Sorry, Snappy. Rubber duck. Wee! Boing! Bounce! There goes Rubber Ducky. Newton stopped and held up a shiny red rain hat. Found his rain hat. I thought I'd lost that, he said. At last, in the deepest, darkest part of the cupboard, Newton found the missing Wellington. Hooray! I knew it was here, he cried. Now let's go quickly before the rain stops and the puddles go away. He's got his rain boot. Newton pulled on his Wellington and looked at his shiny red feet. Then he looked around him. What a mess we've made, Snappy, he said. But there's no time to tidy up now. We can do it later. Newton threw everything back into the cupboard as quickly as he could. He leaned against the door, and with a huge heave, he shut it. Right then, Snappy. Let's go splashing, Newton cried. Snappy! Snappy! Uh-oh. What is he missing now? Newton looked around, but he guessed where Snappy must be. He had stuffed him into the cupboard by mistake. Oh no! Newton looked anxiously at the door. There was only one thing to do. Don't worry, Snappy, I'm coming to rescue you. Newton took a deep breath, turned the door handle as gently as he could. Wham, bang, crash! Everything came tumbling out of the cupboard, covering Newton like a huge wave. Yikes, said Newton. I thought that might happen. Oh goodness, look at the mess. He thought that might happen. Oh dear, there's a guitar and an umbrella. There's his welly, he's still got it on, thank goodness. Do you see Snappy? I don't see Snappy. You sure he's in there? You think so? Let's look. As Newton scrambled to his feet, he saw just what he needed. It was a shiny helmet. Emergency. Newton to the rescue. Did you hear the siren? It's an emergency. He called and he set to work, clearing the cupboard. Crash, bang, clatter, clunk. Soon there was only a few things left in the cupboard, and Newton was getting worried. He was sure that Snappy was lost forever. I hope he's not lost forever. Newton picked up an old coat and was about to throw it away when he spotted something. Snappy, is that you? He said. Newton looked closer, and sure enough, there was Snappy. Hooray! Newton gave Snappy the biggest hug. Poor Snappy, he said. And all because of this big, big mess. I don't ever want to lose you again. Then something amazing happened. Newton started to put things away. And it didn't stop until everything was tidy and in its proper place. Now, Snappy, he said, let's go splashing. And so they did. Splish, splash, splosh, slosh. Pitter, patter, plip, plop went the rain. And now they went splish, splop. Him and Snappy, Newton and Snappy, and he cleaned up all of his mess. Good job. Always put your things away. If you get something out, put it away. And that was the automatopoeia, was the sounds that things make. Splish, splash. Like when you're taking a bath. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath once upon a Saturday night. So splish, splash are sounds that your bath water might make. So automatopoeia are the sounds you heard in this story. Pitter, patter, plip, plop were the sounds of the rain. And I hope you enjoyed that story. And you've been at Gina's Planet with Miss Gina. Hi, Miss Gina. So glad you were here. Take one more look at that beautiful castle behind me. I'm in County Kilkenny at the Kilkenny Castle. So take one more look at that, and then I'll tell you goodbye. And you've been at Gina's Planet, and we read Newton and the Big Mess. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Remember to read more in 2024 and grow your brain. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.